Good morning, it's me, Ash, and I am going to use a few of the items I got in Boxycharm this month on my face today. Yeah, thanks for being here and watching my videos. Now let's get into it. I got the Icy Sherbet primer. So I'm going to start off with using the primer. It's supposed to be, ooh, it's chilly, face cooling, and it does feel kind of cold. It's interesting. Okay. It feels cold and a little wet or oily, but not too bad. I do think I noticed a little bit of, I don't know, blurring effect. I am tired, so that coolness was a nice wake up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll get into the next product. So sorry, the audio just disappeared for this very short minute or so, so just deal with the voiceover for a very short period of time. I promise the non-voiceover will be back. It'll be back to normal. Anyways, I am just talking about the Dragun Beauty Lavender Concealer and how it is supposed to conceal yellow tones or help correct yellow tones, and I didn't feel that I needed it, but I went ahead and tried to brighten up my under eye with it, and I placed it on my forehead. So that's what I did. Color corrector kind of works. Whatever is opposite on the color wheel from that corrector is what it's supposed to correct. So like if it's a green color corrector, it's supposed to correct red, yada yada. I didn't have any issues. Oh my gosh, my house is so noisy. Anyways, I didn't have any issues with the color corrector itself, but I wasn't like blown away by it. Again, it's just not something my skin really needed, so that's partially why, I think. And yeah, I talked a lot and I have no idea what I talked about. I know this video is really long, so if you stick with the whole video, thank you so much. I swear the journey through this video is crazy. Yeah, I figured I'd just throw that in there since I am doing a voiceover. I might as well mention it. Okay, yeah, the voiceover is almost going to end, so we will resume to a non-voiceover. Yep, thank you. Okay, so my base is now done, and we are going to play with the palette. I am going to do a couple of swatches first because this color story is unique in my opinion. Okay. This is the Color Story. I didn't swatch them in order, I'm sorry. So I got that like really light yellow and the pink and this mauve-y, brownie, pink, this blue shimmer and this dark blue. It's kind of a satiny formula in my opinion, but yeah. I'm going to start with priming my eyes with my normal primer. Alright. So I've heard Natasha Denona, I've never used Natasha Denona, but I've heard that her palettes are very pigmented. So I'm going to go in with a light hand. Yeah. Alright, we're going to go into that dark blue. And I am going to place it on my outer eye area and my inner. And then I'm going to bring it together. Should I bring the camera in closer maybe? I don't know. If this eye look does not turn out, it is what it is. I'm just trying to play with this palette. My eye is watering. It's allergy season for me. Our weather has been unusually hot. We got in the 70s, which is, and I think, unusual for this type of, or this time of year in Oregon. Okay. I am going to take that shade here and I'm kind of use it as a transition shade. Even though it's a satin, or it's not like satin, but I don't know, it's not shimmery, but it's not matte either. Luckily that's not really showing on my eye, which was kind of what I was hoping for. If my eye would stop watering, that would be great. But can't have it all, can't have it all. I'm going to take that blue again. It is a really pretty blue. It's weird because that's not what you think that the color is in the, you know, in the palette. It looks kind of black. Not so much a navy, but go with it, go with it. It is kind of buffing out into blue up higher, so just be careful of that. It kind of feels, I don't know, I'm gonna touch it again. I think it might be cream. Is that weird? I don't know. I haven't
I don't know if other people think it's cream or not. I could totally be wrong, but I think it might be a cream. It doesn't feel like the other mattes in the palette, and I think that that might be why it's like pushing out into a blue farther and farther, even with the transition shade, because it's cream. I don't know. I could totally be off and wrong. Again, I went to school for aesthetics, but I am not really a professional or anything like that. I just do makeup for fun, you know. But okay, so I'm just gonna take some concealer. It's just the Juvia's Place Magic Concealer, and I'm gonna put that in the center of my eyelid. I do have semi-hooded eyes. They aren't fully hooded, but I do have some hoods. So I like to bring it up a little bit higher than some people. Oops, that's a little bit too high. Oh, somebody help me. Okay, I wiped it away. It didn't cause any problems. You know, I think I do need to kind of round this out just a little bit. Okay. So now that I have that on my eye, the question is, what do I want to do? I think I'm gonna go really weird, because the first thought would be to obviously throw that blue right there for the halo, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay down that pink first. Odd, I'm sure that's really odd. Okay. Do you have any Natasha Denona palettes? What do you think of the formula? Do you think it's worth the price? I can't. I badly want some of her palettes, but I just don't think I could spend that amount of money on it. Which is why I like Alter Ego, because they do some of the palettes that she has that I want to try. If you hear the fan, I'm sorry, it's hot-ish. So the AC fan is going. I'm going to take that brush that has that blue on it and put it there. Alrighty. Time to do the other eyeball. I'm wearing a blue bandana. I am not gang affiliated. I don't know if people still see blue and think of like the gangs or whatever, but I'm just wearing it because my hair is a mess. I really want to dye my hair so bad, but I dyed it black because I am going to possibly be losing my hair soon. It'll only be for a short period of time, like about a year, and it'll grow back. But I'm having some things that may cause hair loss, and so I just want it in brittle and thin hair. So I just wanted to dye it one more time and have it semi closer to my natural hair color, although this black kind of turned blue as I keep washing it. but I am jonesing so bad to dye my hair something more fun, which I guess that's why I love wigs. One of the reasons. I don't really like this pink matte. I don't think it's laying down very well, honestly. Could just be because I'm laying it on top of a concealer, but it's not my favorite. It's not bad. I've used far worse. But I don't know how you guys feel, but I really feel like a bad formula is really hard to come by now. You may get a dud or two in a palette, but an actual full-on bad formula palette just is kind of becoming more and more unheard of. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. What do you think? I just be talking out of my ass. I do that a lot. I do think that this blue is cream. Again, I could be talking out of my ass, but it makes it a little bit harder to... It's a different blending technique, I think. So that was... I don't fully like the blend that I have there. Okay. So I look like a weirdo. I'm not sure I'm digging this. Not really, but it's cool. So now I'm gonna go into that yellow shade, which they have names, by the way. Sorry, I'm not saying them. The yellow shade is called limoncello. I don't know. And I'm going to pop that on the center of my eye right here. I'm going to spray it. Oh, do you see it? It all looks like shit. It's probably just because of color theory and what I'm doing. I'm going to go back in with that brush that has the pink on it. You know, pink and blue together should kind of turn into a purple, I think, but the pink and yellow, I'm not digging how this is looking, you guys, but I kind of figured that was going to be the case because I just wanted to use all the colors and do something weird, and sometimes it works and sometimes it does not. So you can judge me for that. That's cool. So I'm going to bring this blue down on my bottom lash area. It's so pigmented, you guys. Like, it really does go really far. I'm trying to round that area out a little bit. I don't know. I expected that pink on top of that concealer to be brighter than what it showed up. Why it's not, I don't know. I mean, I did put it on a concealer. Maybe I should have used a white concealer to have it brighter. I'm gonna try to pack more on. Now it's just turning into a bigger ugly mess. I'm just not digging it, you guys. My fault. My fault. I am going to do something maybe even more stupid. This could really ruin things. I'm gonna go in with that, oops, that blue shade, the Vintage Taupe is what it's called. And I'm just going to start putting that on top of that pink instead. Should be using a better brush. I need to wash my brushes. This is gonna be a long video. It's okay, I don't have very many people who watch my videos anyways. So this is just for me to have fun with. Alright, I'm going to take that blue that shimmer blue, you see it really transferred over there. This blue is a different type of shimmer than that yellow. I could be wrong about that too, but I feel like that yellow is more of a very basic, I don't know, like a light shimmer. Not, I don't know, it's not bam like this blue. So I will say be careful, because it moved, it spread just by a little bit of touching it, and it's not like the color spread, the glitter spread. So now I have a glittery outer corner. Which I don't know if that's normal for Natasha Denona too. I don't watch a lot of videos on her palettes because I want them sort of, but I also don't want to spend that kind of money. So I don't really watch people using her stuff. But I do feel like got two mattes, one cream and one very light shimmer and one more intense shimmer, just like a bunch of different formulas in this palette, which I like different formulas, okay, you know, but this is a very small palette to have so much going on. I have a very shiny all around lid. I don't think that I saved this look. I know if I threw lashes on, lashes can pretty much save anything. I don't know if you feel that way too, but it's like a thick liner and some lashes, and it kind of just covers up everything. But I just want to, I think I'm gonna wing this out a little bit. I was gonna do more of a rounded eye because of the halo, but things did not turn out the way I wanted them to, so which I didn't know really what I wanted fully. I guess I kind of wanted that pink to be a little bit brighter and not so dull. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you out just a little bit because, yeah. Okay. So my eyes look, it's not the worst makeup look I've ever done, but it's not my favorite. I don't know how I feel about this palette. I do like that blue, but it is a cream, I think. I keep saying I think, which means it's more challenging to, it's a different method to blending out. Not more challenging, I just wasn't expecting that when I went in with it. But also that shimmer shade, it is all over my outer corner there, and I really wasn't expecting that either, for it to transfer so bad, especially after using that yellow one. So definitely feel like it kind of needs wet down or a glitter glue. The yellow is lackluster, but let's go ahead and take that yellow and pop it in my inner corner. I mean, it's there, it exists, it's a basic shimmer, I guess is how I would describe it, or maybe even a topper shade, because on my hand it's right here. So I'm gonna pop that on in my inner corner. Using the Delta Colourpop pencil. That yellow kind of turned green with that blue, which is kind of a cool effect if you wanted to get more creative with the palette and kind of mix your colors to try to get, I don't know, a different look out of it than these 5 shades. I kind of winged out pretty far. I don't know if that was a good idea either. I feel like I'm looking like a Mimi. Like a modern Mimi. You guys watched that show back in the day? So I'm not going to try to search for it. So I'm not going to try to search for it. I have really pathetic lashes. It separates my lashes. So one thing I just noticed right off the bat. I am noticing a little bit of length being added, but not a ton. But you guys, I don't have lashes, so partially because I just wasn't born with cool lashes, but also I think that over the years of wearing falsies, have kind of thinned out my lashes. Although I don't do my makeup every day. Yeah. Let's see how it performs on my bottom lashes. I don't think it's that great. I'm making a mess today. I don't like it very much. Yeah, I just don't like it very much. I don't think it did very much for my lashes. But I'm not a lash expert. I'm not a lash expert at all. Not a mascara expert anyways. Really do feel like my eyes are just super dark, and I think that's what's really bothering me. So I'm gonna try to throw on some white liner over this blue. Has been a disaster. I literally got went down because I keep all my lipsticks in just like a fabric box container thing, and I just bent down to get it and knocked over a bunch of palettes. Luckily, because my desk has a shelf underneath it too, so they fell off of that. Luckily none of them seem to be broken, but it's been a morning, you guys. It's been a morning. I just figured I'd go with lip gloss. I don't want to do anything too fancy. Definished eye look. That's what it looks like up close. It's not great. It's not bad. It's partially my fault. This has been one hell of a journey. Don't get creative on camera. Doesn't work out. No. Anyways, I think the palette is okay. I need to use it more to find out how I really feel about it. I think it's interesting that there's so many formulas in this very small palette. You know, there's the really foiled shimmer, the basic shimmer, a cream, and 2 mattes. I think that's interesting. I could be wrong about the I wonder if it says on the back 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 ingredients, 4 ingredient list, but there's 5 shadows. So does that mean there's 4 formulas in here? I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. So the mascara is not my favorite. I will definitely just use it on my lashes before I put on some falsies, because that doesn't bother me, but I probably won't use it for my bottom lashes. The primer, I kind of like it. I like how it just woke me up because it's cold. It felt okay. I think it did blur a little bit and fill just a little bit, so I didn't mind that. And as far as the color corrector, I don't think it really did anything for my skin. Again, I don't feel like I had any yellow areas or discolorations that I needed a purple or lavender color corrector. So yeah, that is my thoughts. If you made it through this video, go ahead and put like, I don't know, something blue, like a blue heart or a blue flower down below. It's been a big journey, and so thank you for watching and sticking with me. And if you haven't already done so, please like or dislike or subscribe. It really helps me and it keeps me encouraged to keep going. So yeah, thank you. Bye.